Even if I make more money, it doesn't make me the breadwinner.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make me the breadwinner. It makes me the baby. What you say you want to do what?
When you hear her talk like that, you look at Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood ain't the ugliest woman you ever seen, but Cheryl Underwood also would not be considered the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, not physically. But when you hear her talk like that, suddenly, I want y'all to notice. If you didn't see it, go back and watch that part again. And notice as she talked, when she first popped up on the screen in that still image I have of her when I started the video, you might be like, whoa, oh, that's Cheryl Underwood. But as she talked, she got ever so slightly more attractive.
Person with no kids, why would I talk to a man who has kids? Like, I'm already settling. You already chose who you wanted a family with. Y'all constantly in communication. Y'all always going to be connected by this child. Too much baggage. It's always something with the baby mom and the baby daddy. I'm too young, too pretty. Y'all can have that. I don't want that.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Dr. B.O.A. Yeah, I got time today. Cheryl Underwood is a very respected female comedian. I mean, she's one of the queens of comedy, and she's made an imprint on the industry over the years. And I think she's one of the more underrated female comedians because she was one of the ones who jumped off the porch and realized that in order to compete in this genre, I have to be raw. And she was raw. And I respected that because when you decide you're going to do something or you're going to take on the responsibility or the burden of being in a particular industry, you got to do what works in that industry. And sometimes you got to, you got to take some chances. And she did take those chances. Now, I've never known anything about her relationship status or anything or how she viewed relationships. I had no idea. I really didn't know if she liked men or women. I had no idea. But that's the way it's supposed to be. I like it when somebody doesn't put their relationship status all out on social media all the time. In this interview with Shannon Sharpe, I almost said Shay Shay, and I ain't about to call no dude Shay Shay. He the only male Shay Shay I know, to be honest with you. But she is going to say something that only an OG woman in America believes and lives by. And that's why I tell you, man, if you want to have a wife in America, you got to wait for her to be divorced from the man she with, or you got to have a much older woman. And honestly, if you could find an older woman that still looks good and took care of herself, maybe. But then you run the risk of, having to worry about, okay, what's her body count? What's her history? How many men's spirits and energies are mixed up in her? But let's not get into that. Let's listen to Cheryl Underwood tell Shannon what her outlook on relationships is. Even if she makes more money, does that really make her the head of household? Let's listen to her and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip. And in this interview, Shannon Sharpe asks her, does making more money, being the breadwinner, make her the head of household? And I think her answer is going to be very interesting. And you can look at it and tell one thing. She's being straight up. Because the older a woman gets, the less likely she is to just talk lies. When she speaks it, she means it. So let's listen.
Are you okay being the breadwinner in a relationship?
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship. You mean any man I'm with?
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship.
But would you be okay if you were?
I'm not. There's no man I know from you or he got a regular job. He work at a warehouse. He is the head of the household. He is the breadwinner. I will chip in as he see fit because he's the head. Now, this is the way I was raised. A lot of women not going to agree with me.
No, they ain't going to agree with that, Cheryl.
I'm cool if you don't. But
they're about to tear you up, Cheryl. Let me just let you know.
Tear me up because here's the thing. Even if I make more money, it doesn't make me the breadwinner.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make me the breadwinner. It makes me the baby. What you say you want to do what?
Now, I want y'all to understand something. When you hear her talk like that, you look at Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood ain't the ugliest woman you ever seen, but Cheryl Underwood also would not be considered the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, not physically. But when you hear her talk like that, suddenly, I want y'all to notice. If you didn't see it, go back and watch that part again. And notice as she talked, when she first popped up on the screen in that still image I have of her when I started the video, you might be like, whoa, oh, that's Cheryl Underwood. But as she talked, she got ever so slightly more attractive. If we're going to put on a number scale, she added about a number and a half just from that one conversation. And by the end of that little clip, Cheryl Underwood looked better because her character, her energy, her femininity came through. And so suddenly she just looked like, a weird looking little feminine woman, right? I'm telling you, brothers, you got to judge a woman's content of character. And that's how you find a woman who's going to fit into your life this way. Because a lot of times y'all have these women that just aren't going to fit into your lives. And y'all don't understand that if a woman doesn't fit into your life, you got to let her go. Like you can't put her into your life if she don't fit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have, size 15 wheels on your car, you can't put a 20 on one side and have 15s on the other one. You're going to look crazy. You're going to even look crazy if you got 20s on your car and then you can't afford to replace one if it go flat. So now you got 3 20s and a regular 15 on your car. If you got your regular wheels on your car and then you catch a flat and you got to put the donut on there out the trunk, the spare tire, and you riding around with the donut, your car look crazy. And this is how it is in life with everything. If it doesn't fit, then you must quit or don't even admit. You understand me? So I want y'all to understand that there are women out here who think like this, but they're older. You got to go to another culture to where women are raised like that. You hear what she said? She said this is how she was raised. Cheryl Underwood is in her 50s. It's been a long time since women were raised like that. And even back then, the majority of them weren't raised like that. There were just still some left who were. Now, if you out here in America, man, you talking about having a young, pretty white man. Listen, I'm talking about any woman in her 30s or 20s. And really, in most places, even in her 40s, she is not cut like this. You got to go back 50 years since women were raised like this. And like I said before, not all of them were raised like that. But let's listen to this young guy talk about his experiences out here dealing with the same thing I'm telling you. And shout out to at Young Black and Wealth on IG, man. So I want y'all to look at this and I want y'all to watch how he's going to say he's running to the same problem. This beauty thing that these girls have where they think is worth something, it's not. Even younger men are starving for femininity and peace.
All I'm gonna say is, man, I can't stand when you get a new joint and then an old hating for me like, yeah, I look better. You probably do, but you're not better than her. Understand? For me, off the simple fact, she got a better heart than you. She more peaceful. She's funnier. All them dates I wanted to take you on, and because you dressed bad, I didn't want to go on. We're going. So understand, it's not all about looks, man. Y'all be comparing looks, and for me, my be better than people just in general.
Now, when he say you dress bad, he talking about scantily clad. He talking about you want to go out looking hoes. You want to go out and show the world what you look like. Because I'm telling you, if all a woman has is her beauty, her physical beauty, she gonna do some hoe shit. And she gonna carry herself that way. She gonna always try to show off the shape of her body. She gonna always wear tight clothes. And even if she has other options, she's gonna feel more comfortable. You're gonna notice a sway and a prancing around, like she's gonna be prancing around like some type of prized horse at a horse show, or some type of prized dog at a dog show. She's just gonna be prancing around like she's Cinderella at the ball or something when she puts on those tight clothes. But then she'll go regular when she puts on something that's not form fitting. And you got to remember that there's nothing wrong with a woman looking sexy for her man, but when a woman got to get like that to go out to the world and she feel like that's the way to present herself to the world, man, that woman is still on the prowl. She's still trying to catch some, bro. And some women are forever, they're perennially stuck in that mindset of trying to catch some. Because if you're going out seeking attention, then you're going out seeking someone to give your attention to. Period. Y'all can act like y'all don't know it all you want to, but this whole scantily clad, wearing whatever you want to wear and having your whole body showing, man, bro, that is not something you should want in your life as a man.
Cause me, preference, I'd rather deal with a little medium, ugly joint. Good days, she look like MC Light. Bad days, she look like Whippy. But I could deal with it. I'd rather deal with that than dealing with a bad bitch playing me, doing digs, doing fun. It's quiet. Yvette, you could pack it up. That's why I said, man, it's not all about looks. Because a lot of y'all personality be all in them fat old ass. A lot of y'all go from 6s to 10s because that is fat. I'm going to be real.
Look, let me tell y'all something, man. That's why they go out scantily clad like that. They know they have bad character, terrible character. And so what they do to make up for that terrible character, they put on something small or they put on something tight. That way, you look at their body before you even think about their character. They want to hypnotize you with their body. So by the time you get to their character, you're so caught up in the body where you let some things slide with their bad character. That's what women who dress like that are hoping for. And you'll have a woman like Megan Thee Stallion say, we don't dress like this for y'all. Well, yes, you do. You don't dress like that for yourself. Yeah, you dress like that for yourself so you can see if you can catch the man you want, but you don't dress like that for yourself. You dress like that because it makes you feel good about yourself. And here's the thing, bro. If that's what it takes to make a woman feel good about herself, then she doesn't even have enough quality character to please herself. What are you going to do with a woman like that? What are you going to do with a woman who's used her body her whole life to get what she wants and to get something she didn't want that she thought she wanted? There's nothing you could do about it. And I want y'all to understand this. Now, I'm not saying that a woman doesn't have the right to dress how she wants to dress, because you and I both know she does. They all have the right to dress however they want to dress. What I'm saying to you is this: why would you accept that as your woman when she's not worthy of that? Let her dress how she want to dress. Nobody's judging women, telling them don't dress like this. I'm telling you men that if a woman dresses like that and carries herself like that, she needs to be compartmentalized over here. If a woman doesn't even know how to enhance your piece, well, let me tell you something. There's some women that nag so much about little small things, man. It'll drive a man crazy. I mean, it'll literally drive you out of your mind. Every little small thing, every little small thing. You know, we're men. We all have sayings and, certain ways we respond to certain things, because, I mean, that's a part of our vernacular. You could say some man and a woman would be like, why you say it like that? What you mean? Say it like what, girl? I don't know. That just sound like, I don't know. Sound like that's nitpicky nagging, bro. I want you to understand, bro, that some people subconsciously are destroyers of peace. I'm not saying a woman comes into your life and says, oh, you got some peace? Let me get that up out you. I ain't saying that. I'm saying some women are just, they don't even know how to fix it because they don't even know it's there. They think they bring peace when all they do is destroy peace, take people's peace. So it's easy to think you're peaceful when you're taking people's peace. It's easy to think you get money when you're robbing people all the time. In the hood, jackers think they get money. They know they can't do nothing but jack, and then they'll rob somebody and take the money and ball out like they get money, and then they'll be broke again. You know what you got to do when they broke again? They got to rob somebody else, and that's the same thing with women. They'll drain your peace, and then move on to the next host, because you have to understand one thing: a woman who doesn't love herself and respect herself, she can't appreciate herself, and so she becomes a parasitic entity, constantly on the prowl for a new host. Like the woman who I did the video on who got 5 kids and gave them all away. She don't love herself. She ain't love her kids. Certainly didn't love the men she had the kids with. She was just looking for a host. And so when she ran out of host, she just discarded the host that she had already used up. And don't let this happen to you by judging a woman's physical beauty over her content of character. Because I'm going to be honest with you. They all get older and uglier. And you know what? So do we. I mean, unless you like BOA and when you age like fine wine, baby. But in all seriousness, we all get older and uglier. Now, we may still look good, but not as good as we did at our peak in lives, at our physical peaks. That's just the way it is. So the goal is not to maintain your physical peak or focus on your physical peak as a man. The goal is to maintain the physical peak enough so when you peak in every other area, you're the best version of yourself, the best version you could ever be. And you got to seek that same energy in a woman. Even if you got to go somewhere else in the world to get a wife, don't give up on having one. Just don't get one from America or marry her in America. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even bring her back, to be honest with you.